What's up, guys? Welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. Kaori Knight, here to give you proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. Boom Studios, come to the front. Okay, so we have vampire butterflies going on in Nectar from Vault Comics. We have Dracula killing Nazis over there at IDW Dark. And now we have Vampyrates. I'm fucking loving this, actually. Vampyrates is coming straight out of Boom Studios, and the cover for this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, the mystery, the close-up, I love it. Anywho, so we are opening with the prologue where Captain Akeyo, Akeyo, is fighting another pirate, and he is fighting a pirate, and they are talking about how he's gotten himself into this position. However, the Captain Akeyo says that they are legal privateers. They have the letters of the mark from the Empress and all kinds of things, right? However, whatever was going on or whatever was happening ended a week ago. So everything is a week old by the time he reaches this information. So when he receives this information. So when he had plundered in whatever area he was in prior to this encounter, he had become a pirate by default, and he's just like, y'all gotta be fucked up for real. So he actually just ends up firing on the ship, and they are super close, and the other guy is just like, you can't fire like this close, but he does it anyway. Meanwhile, there is a person on board. His name is Johnny, and he's just like, wonderful shot, blah blah blah, and Captain's just like, yo, bat out of hell sells, get us the fuck up out of here. And then it actually turns out that Johnny was going to turn on them, and he attempts to kill the captain, but the captain kills him first. Mind you, everybody in this scene is a vampire. That was the prologue. So we then actually get into the story where the Empress Nira actually is being forced to take a husband. She really doesn't want to, but she has to as part of her duties. So she decides that she's going to. The sister Duchess, who I believe is her cousin, comes, and she's just like, and she's agreeing to this? And they're like, yeah. What? She's not only confused by the agreement, but she is absolutely disgusted by the idea. And quite honestly, I fucking feel you. Because she really hasn't shown any signs of actually wanting to do this, but she's just randomly deciding to do it. And while she's in there talking to her husband-to-be, first of all, they're talking about her dress. It's not supposed to be that, but, it is what it is. She's already there. She's already laying down. And her husband-to-be are sitting there talking, and he's just like, I want to thank you. And she's like, before we get into all of that, I just want you to know you're trapped in a marriage with me. I'm trapped in a marriage with you, right? So, but you're not about to tell me what to do. I don't care about you. I don't actually care about any of this stuff happening. I'm simply doing it because it is part of my duty. However, you are not going to interfere with anything I have going on. I'm not going to interfere with anything you have going on. It's kind of like that Game of Thrones situation between Rhaenyra and what's his name, where they kind of just, I don't care about what you're doing, promise. And she's like, if I choose to fall in love or whatever elsewhere, it doesn't have anything to do with you. And he's like, you know what, I fucking feel you. So we're going to get along just great. So the marriage happens, and she comes in, and she kind of does this, the sister Duchess, she comes in and kind of does this officiating thing where she has is reciting what she's supposed to be saying, and gives them the cups of blood, and they're supposed to drink together. And she's doing like she's going through the motions of the ceremony, as well as Nira going through the motions of the ceremony. In a flashback, we have where Nira is definitely in love with this human man. His name is, I was about to say Dan. I honestly think his name might be Dan. Not Dan, his name is Davin. Anyway, he's like telling her about this exploration that he's trying to go on. And she's, you know, like, how do you know that you're going to be able to complete this expedition? And he's like, because I'll be the one leading it, obviously. And, you know, they just spent the night together. They're having their time together, and he is inviting her to go because he knows that she wants to go. Well, she can't go because she's getting married the next day. And he's just like, my invitation must have got lost at sea. Like, what the hell? And she's like, obviously I don't want to do it, but it's like my duty, so I have to. And she's like, first of all, why are you even bringing this up? Why are you acting like this? Because obviously he's upset about the situation. Feel me? So of course he's going to feel some type of way about the woman that he is actually like falling for getting married and can't go on this expedition with him the way that he wants her to. So she's trying to make it not a big deal, and it starts an argument, and she's just like, well, if you wanted to ruin our last night together, you did a really great job, by the way. So before she leaves, he's like, hey, listen, that ship out there with, I think it's supposed to be green sails, that ship out there is mine. I can't dock because of all the people coming here for your fucking wedding. So, you know, I'm just kind of just like floating out there in the water. However, if you change your mind and want to go, you are welcome to come aboard. Because he's not leaving yet. I think he's like leaving the next day or something. So she leaves, and he actually does start crying because he feels for her. Like, he feels something for her. Like, I'm pretty sure he's in love with her. So they're all standing there drinking, talking, and Sister Duchess is like, so nobody has any objections. Nobody at all. No other objections. Nobody saying anything. And everybody's just kind of like, nope, we're cool with this. She was like, oh, okay, I understand. Just me then. And she stabs the man. And she's like, I don't know what it is that you got going on, but you're full of shit, and so is everybody here. First of all, how you did not stab that man when he first came in here is absolutely insane to me, because he's a fucking traitor. And she was like, and basically, so are you, because I smell human on you. And now you playing with me. You're playing in my face. This kingdom has gone to absolute shit. Like, what is going on with you? And so everybody's just like, you know, what the hell, Sister Duchess and shit. She's literally just talking her shit, because she's like, I'm looking around and I'm just trying to understand, like, what y'all got going on over here. And so basically she calls her a traitor and surrounds her. Well, she pulls out 2 cutlasses and is like about to fight, right? And she's like, guards to me. But the guards aren't listening to her. The guards are listening to Sister Duchess. And so she's like, all right, cool. So she just starts swinging, killing people, ready to go. And she ends up running, jumping out the window. And Sister Duchess is like, all right, that's enough. And she shoots her in the chest with like a golden arrow. And she falls down into, I want to say it's Satin Alley. And she's like, all right, guards, go find her. They're like, she could have already missed it and died. And they're like, she's like, don't piss me off. Go find her. So she manages to get herself into the water and climb onto the ship that she sees, thinking that it's Davin's ship. Mind you, Sister Duchess pulls out the head of this man and is like, you smell of human, you've been sleeping with this man. And she thinks it's Davin, and it's like really some other like random white person. So she's just like, all right, cool. She gets onto the ship, and it's not the ship that she's supposed to be on. She gets knocked out, and they're just like, oh, I think we're going to keep her. This was absolutely fantastic. What I really liked about this, first of all, the artwork is absolutely amazing. Second of all, we have this mystery going on now, because is Davin dead? Where is his ship, and why is his ship not actually in the water? Like, did he leave early? You feel me? And then she gets on Captain Akeyo's ship, and he's just like, oh, I think we're gonna keep this one, right? I don't know, I can't tell if he knows that that's the Empress or not, and it's kind of hard to tell if anybody actually knows what the Empress looks like besides Davin. So because the women who are on Staten Alley are kind of just like talking to her like she fucking normal, right? Oh, I wonder who did that. Like, no kind of respect. But when the guards go to grab her, they mistake her, like somebody else, for her, and then those women literally start fighting the guards, and she's able to escape. So it's kind of just like, you know, is she doing like an Aladdin thing and dressing as a commoner just to go like fuck humans? You feel me? So I don't know, it's really interesting. I really liked this, and I actually can't wait to see what else they do with this. Vampire Pirates was not on my bingo card, but you know, neither was Vampire Butterflies or Dracula killing Nazis. So all's fair. And that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office. If you have not gotten Midnight Whispers, Salt Blood, or Blood Tide, please do so. Also checking out anything at Echelon Graphic Novels, including Reaper from Captain Diesel of Captain Diesel's Dojo. And I will see you guys at your next checkup.